a piss, and we'll get back up here and play some more rock and roll songs for you. This is usually the moment of the show where I get to play something heavy, something that's weighing on me. Tonight, this is usually the sad part of the show. Some people call it the sad part of the show. For me, it's the human part of the show. It's the part that people need to hear about. I'm coming. This is a tough one to talk about, but it's important to talk about. So, me and my wife, we lost a child in 2016. We had a miscarriage. We went into the 10-week appointment to find the heartbeat, and the doctors let us know it was no longer a viable pregnancy. That's just fancy talk for you ain't gonna be a parent yet. It crushed us. It did irreversible damage to our relationship. It built this wall between us. We didn't know how to talk about it. As a husband, all I wanted to do was fix it. I wanted to talk about it direct, get through it. She wasn't even ready to admit it was happening, let alone get through it. So it just sat there in the center of our relationship, just festering. I'm not ashamed to admit it almost broke us as a couple. I've watched it break stronger couples. If not the first time, the second time, or the third time, or the fourth time. It takes its toll on the strongest relationships. We were lucky though. 2 years, almost to the day of us losing our first child, we welcomed a healthy little baby girl into the world. Don't cheer too loud. She's a fucking heathen. Child is insane. Yeah, I've got a 7-year-old daughter named Pearl. She's a firecracker, to say the least. My wife was so excited we were having a daughter. She was like, "Yeah, I win." Fuck, you did. That child came out with this face. Beautiful, long, blonde hair, but this fucking face. And my wife was like, well, maybe she'll have my personality. Maybe she'll be shy and introverted. The fuck she will. That child is wide open. Child is fun to be around. Other parents think she's a lot. She says fuck more than I do. And I embrace that. She fights boys at school. She's a big kid. She's about 4'7". She's 7 years old, 4'7". Towers over all of her classmates. It's awesome in a world of dads raising little princesses. It's amazing to be able to raise a fucking dragon that scares the shit out of all the princesses. She's a fun kid, man. And I tell that story because we got a second chance at it. And the minute that kid came into this world, we were able to go back and talk about that trauma that we both went through. Me on the mental side of it, her on the mental and physical side of it. I will never know what my wife went through when she lost that child. Physically. To have something living inside of you and then it not be living inside of you. I'll never fathom that. But this is the only song I've ever written where I asked my wife's permission to write it. Our second date. I remember sitting her down and saying, listen, I like you. This is going great. Way better than I thought it would. But if this is going to work from this moment forward, anything you say and or do could end up in a song forever. And if you're cool with that, we got a shot. If not, let's just call it what it is, ride this thing out, have fun. She said, I think it's crazy what you do. I think it's amazing. You take these big things and simplify them into small things. I will never get in the way of you writing a song. She's regretted those fucking words for 14 years. So I went to her and I said, I want to write a song about what we went through. Because it's not my story, it's our story. She had one rule for this song. She said, make sure it is sharp on both sides. around the topic, be straight with people. So this is a story about our journey. And I tell this story, and I don't tell this to bring you down and bum you out. I tell this to remind you, to remind the 50% of the people in this room statistically who have been affected by this, that you are not by yourself. You are not the only ones going through this. In that moment, you feel so fucking alone. And you feel like nobody else. Instagram, everybody's posting about how fucking fertile they are. That one redneck you went to high school with, who is the living embodiment of Mountain Dew and sadness, has like 9 kids. And then you can't have one. Nobody talks about the loss. Everybody talks about what they have. I'm here to remind you the internet's fucking fake. It's just the greatest hits for everybody. And when you're going through those tough times, there's other people. Your best friends are going through the same shit. They just don't talk about it with you. Because they're afraid that you won't understand it. If I've learned anything from this song, the more we talk about it, the less of a fucking burden it is. So this goes out to, again, statistically, 50% of y'all have been affected by it. And if you haven't been affected by it, I'm so happy for you that you haven't been touched by this, because it is tough. This is a song called Chicamacomico. Going for a drive. No, I can't tell you where that would ruin the surprise. Yeah, this winter just won't end. Lord knows what we've been through. It's been the kind of year that damn near broke us clean in two. Let's head down to the shoreline and wash off all this blame. Swim out past the breakers just to curse the Maker's name. Try to find that piece of us we lost all those years ago. Out on the sinking sand of Chicamacomico. And I swear I'm gonna lose my mind if I have to hear about God's plan one more goddamn time. I'm just staring at the sky, hard until I took apart that room that never got used. So let's head down the shoreline, wash off all this blame, swim out past the breakers just to curse the Maker's name, and try to find that piece of us we lost all those years. Out on the sinking sand of Chicamacomico. I'll never pretend to know what you're going through. You ain't the only one who lost on that day. Honey, I lost them too. So let's head down the shoreline, wash off all this blame. Swim out past the breakers just to curse the Maker's name. Try to find that piece of us we lost all those years ago. Out on the sinking sand Chicamacomico. So much. I'm going to get the boys back up here. We got a few more songs for you. Once again, Oxford, Mississippi, thank you so much for coming out tonight.